What is it like a day of training for me? And I'm just going to do a weekend, so I don't really talk about working and how I incorporate, all the desk kind of work and phone calls and stuff that I do with athletes, because generally I try to keep that Monday to Friday. So this is a Sunday, but I'm going to sprinkle in some of the funny stuff that happens, just to show you that sometimes you can execute training and there's like nothing close to perfection that led into that workout or coming out of that workout. First, we're going to start with what I have for breakfast, and today it's waffles. And they're horrible. Like, they taste like cardboard. I have peanut butter on here. This isn't appetizing at all. I don't really feel like eating this. Okay, spoiler alert, that waffle is not going down, so we're gonna forget about that. Okay, so I'm gonna make some bottles, and today I'm gonna use this drink mix, this Precision Fuel, and then I'm gonna eat blocks. Usually in a race, I'm gonna eat gel, but I cannot eat gel all the time in training. It's gross. Okay, so my bike's all loaded up here. I've got 2 carriers here for 2 bottles. I have this funky dusk to dawn thing, so I can have a 3rd bottle. And then all my little snacks are in here. Okay, since we were on our way, I stopped and did mobility exercises before I wanted to get on my bike. And I had to look for a podcast, and so there has been a short delay, but now we are on our way. Okay, story time. Decided to make this recipe called crack slaw. Okay, so crack slaw is basically mostly ground meat mixed in with a bunch of shredded vegetables. So I'm making cabbage and carrots to go in with some ground turkey, and I was trying to like shred the cabbage on that mandolin attachment on a box grater, and of course I grated the side of my finger into, I don't know, the grater and the cutting board. I was bleeding everywhere. Start panicking. So I'm gushing this blood. Mike's trying to help me. I'm like losing it. And then I'm gonna pass out. So of course, I basically am down.
We have a paper down. I repeat, a paper is down.
Anyway, so I'm laying on the floor. I'm like bleeding everywhere. It was bleeding crazy. And of course, all I'm thinking about this whole time is all my hard work on heat adaptation and plasma volume, and how much this loss of blood is going to affect my capacity for that workout on the track, because yeah, I'm insane. So Mary, at this point in the ride, to take a selfie with this 50K gate sign, potentially pee in the woods, and then all you do is turn around. No glamour, no good watts, no good anything today. It's just one of those, overloading aerobic volume days. Nothing about this file is going to be exciting, motivating, other than the fact it's logged. Okay, I'm back from the ride. I'm soaking wet. It rained. Just a public service announcement. Anybody who's joining me in Maryland, chances are it's going to rain, because it always rains on my fall Ironmans, and especially when I get rain 2 weeks out, which is pretty much a pattern. I'm pretty thankful to be home. That was fun for some of it, not fun for some of it, and freezing at the end, because it has gone straight into winter today. I'm gonna do a Zwift workout where I just basically run at my goal Ironman pace off the bike, and then just change the gradient to make it a little bit harder. I find hill running is really good for what some of my weaknesses are technique wise. So here we go. I'm gonna finish this off. So I hope you guys can appreciate that a day of Kona training for me looks a lot more like yours than it does any of the top pros in the field. And that's just the way that I like it, because that's where I'm at in my career. And I just hope that you take out of it that your training can be totally imperfect and yet be very effective. And nothing ever actually unfolds the way that you had originally planned on that timeline. So a little bit of flexibility in terms of how it all turns out is the best way to have it turn out really well.